My name is Jonathan Dunkerley. You can call me Dunk. And today I'm going to be talking about how we are going to be making passive income with things like short form video that is generated with AI. And the reason why we generate this is because we want to generate leads, which we bring into our funnel, like our email funnel. And then we also bring people into our affiliate offers. So the main thing is about just generating traffic with AI content and automating it as much as possible. And there's ways that you could do it and just get it done really, really quickly with AI. And I'm going to show you a few of them. Today, I'm going to focus on what I'm doing with shorts. I'm going to show you a couple of those, just little clips, and show you how I'm using them. And you can go as crazy and make them more extreme than me, or you could even go way simpler than I'm going, and you should have a similar result. So again, result is based off of the effort that you put into something. I can't tell you you're going to have a result because, I put in a certain amount of effort into what I do, and I could tell you exactly what to do. So you just copy me. I'll tell you exactly what to do to copy me, but I can't make you do it. So, okay. So let me just make sure everything's going. I'm going to share my screen. Da-da-da-da. Oh, 1 second. See, I was looking for the link. Glad that I checked that. I would have been talking to myself for like an hour and everybody would have been yelling at me and I wouldn't have been able to hear you. Or you wouldn't have been able to hear me. Cool. All right. Just shrink this so I could see. I went to go visit my family for Thanksgiving and I just never went home. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I posted just now in my school community. If you do want to jump in, ask me any questions, just so you know, this is one of the best places that you could get access to me for free. Just come and hang out or ask on these lives. If I'm not live, that's great. I don't really do like DM messaging and stuff like that. So just drop a message in here. Don't post any like links or anything to outside stuff. It's just a place for you to come and ask questions. It's not a place for you to promote your stuff. I hope that you can respect that. It's completely free. Just come in and join there. Just go to this URL right here, school.com/wealth on autopilot, and I'll help you clone what I do, clone the system that I'm doing, because it does take a little bit of time for you to get everything set up, but the results are going to speak for themselves. This is going to be for people that actually want to build an income stream for themselves, not people that want a quick cash grab. Like if you expect there to be some kind of easy button that you just magically hit and then money just prints out, that's really just gambling with life. It's not always going to work out. Sometimes it will, but it's not always going to work out. But what I'm going to show you is ways that you could build up systems that generate you leads using AI that then you're going to be able to have passive income over time because you're generating things like recurring affiliate, which if you have somebody sign up for something that they need to sign up every single month. And I really do break it all down in my checklist. It's if you go to my URL, it's just down below. It's aiprofitchecklist.com. And this is actually listen to what I'm saying. This is actually a good point. Like, don't look at like Jonathan's trying to pitch me to go to his landing page. And I am. Like I'm telling you, this is the funnel. This is how you could do it too. Copy what I'm doing. Don't just roll your eyes at me. I see you. I see you over there rolling your eyes at me. Don't do that. Think about what I'm doing and just copy it. And I know you might say, hey, Jonathan, I don't promote AI stuff. Cool. You don't have to. You could adjust this and find whatever works for you. But I enjoy promoting AI content, video content. It's stuff I nerd out about, that and like DeFi stuff. But if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. But look at what I'm doing and just don't go like, oh, Jonathan, you're just promoting your stuff. Cool. I could promote my stuff if I want to. This video, like this is the exact, I'm just show you what I'm going to do. A lot of people, they pay a lot of money to have this type of backdoor access or just to see what somebody's doing. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing and you can copy me. And so somebody comes into this funnel. So you have videos or photos that you post all over. You could post them on YouTube. And I generate the photos, by the way, with a tool called Replicate. Just right here. So Replicate. And it's replicate.com. And I cloned my face and I create images like this that I could post on YouTube. I could post them on Facebook. Facebook pages, by the way, are really, you could open up a whole bunch of Facebook pages and manage them. And Facebook doesn't mind that you post the same thing in all your different pages. And as you grow or you could buy a Facebook page as well. That's all. But more so you could start a Facebook page and post to it, and you could do it one at a time, and you could schedule it, or you could post it every single day. I just like I want you to all see my face. Like, can you blame me? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But I generate these images. And now if you do want yourself to be in the videos, you could even use a tool right here. And this is all in this checklist. Like I said, go to easyaIprofits.com or not easy A profits, what I say, AIprofitchecklist.com. And this is on there as well. But you could turn those photos, if you generate them with Replicate with your face in them, you could turn them into videos as well if you really want to be in the video yourself. Or you could also use tools like HeyGen or things like that. But this is one method to do it with Replicate. I said you need to have your funnel, which is I'm using Go High Level right here. You can get it right here. It says startlistnow.com. Will take you to Go High Level. And then you could also just clone a snapshot that I have, which is basically a funnel that you could just drop in there, swap out your links unless you want to promote my stuff. My links are in there right now, but I think it would probably be smart to swap them out with your own as you grow. You want to be the one making the money. Right now, for instance, there's a funnel in there that's promoting a really good promotion for one of the tools that I'm using to find viral content, which is Spotter Studio. They have a 60-day trial, and they're also giving away like $25,000. It's kind of crazy. They're giving away $25,000 just when you sign up for their free trial and then keep on creating these projects. Like I created this project for today's live, and see, there's today's. That was the original thumbnail, and I replaced it with myself instead of that AI generated one. Well, I guess mine's AI generated too. You know what I mean? Don't yell at me. And it also comes up with things like you have like your thumbnail options. I like these other ones. I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna use them in other videos. And then there's also like title ideas, which you could again use them, and then hooks. But every time you create one of these new project, it's actually going to enter you into a giveaway. So they're giving away 25,000. It's 20,000 to one person. So the more you create until the end of the month gets you more entries into this giveaway. So why not? It's free. You just need to create just so you know, when they create it, it's not just don't just create an account. You have to create a trial if you want. And you can cancel before the 60 days. It doesn't really matter. But I mean, it's a free giveaway and it's a free access to the tool. So why not? Right. I mean, even if you cancel it, but I'd say if you're using it, you might not, because it's actually a very helpful tool that's made me more money than it's cost. But aside from that, like I'll show you more about this stuff with Spotter as I go on, but this is a tool that you're just going to be able to make more long form content. I know we're talking about shorts, but if you are making long form content, it has really kind of been a game changer ever since I grabbed it. You could find things like outliers with different things. So I could search for like AI, just write AI money, and you could that's going to search both of them. But you could also have like channels or titles, so like AI money, and you look for like outliers where it's working better than other videos on that channel. A little low, but you could find them that are a little bit higher as well. It's the average. It means it has had a higher average view over the first 7 days. So yeah, there's a lot of things in here. This is basically a full tutorial if I wanted to go through these. They have also their lab, which there he goes. Different things like trend spotter, idea workshop, thumbnail explorer, which in all honesty, the thumbnail explorer has been one of my favorite parts about it. It really has been. Not even kidding. Title roulette, which is a really cool way to come up and brainstorm title ideas. So just a lot of cool stuff. First off, it's a great tool. And second off, go grab the free trial, create a actual account for a trial account. If you're not getting value, then you can cancel it. In the meantime, like they said, they're doing a giveaway until $25,000 this month till the end of the month. Just grab your trial. There's a link in the both in the checklist and in the description of this video. It's actually, I'll just bring up, tell me if you like this link that I came up with. I like to do all my affiliate links through redirects. It's just fun, but this is the one that I grabbed for that. Moreviewsfast.com. What do you think? Let me know if you like that one. I always funnel them through Cloudflare. That's another little hack. Funnel your URL wherever you bought it from and send it to Cloudflare first, and you'll have a much better click-through rate on your links. There is a video on this channel showing you how to do that if you're interested. So just go ahead and hunt for it. Search for Cloudflare on my channel, and you'll find it. Just you're welcome. You're going to get much better delivery on your links now. Cool. All right. Back to my other tab. So it's going to show you, we could generate this. And if you were to do like shorts, you could change the aspect. See, I have 1x1, but if you wanted, you could do 9x16 and you could generate this. It would be a different prompt, obviously. And by the way, for these, I'm going to show you this real quick because this is like stupid cool. So I've been generating a bunch of these images. I post them into multiple. I promise I'll get to the short stuff. It all kind of ties together. I promise. Just bear with me. So I have a whole bunch of Facebook pages that I manage, that I own, and I post to a whole bunch of them, the AI related ones. And I post an image every single day. And then I post a short every single day, a short or reel, whatever we're calling it. I know it's reels from Meta and shorts from YouTube and TikToks from TikTok. So whatever, but I make them nice and short and they could be like, I'll show you a couple of them in a minute. I post these images that I generate. And when I post them, I'm going to have a little text that has a link to say, hey, go to AIprofitchecklist.com, which again, sends them to this. And the process is very similar with the videos. And people go to this landing page. And when they're on this landing page, they're going to be able to click here. They just give their name and email. Nothing crazy. We're not trying to get too much. We just want to be able to contact them and exchange. And when they do that in their first email, what I'm doing is I'm sending them access to this free checklist, which is, again, a Google Sheet. If you wanted to, you could, if you wanted to promote the same exact stuff as me, there's plenty of room for us. We could all win together. There's no reason that we both can't win. So if you wanted to copy this, you could even just go to File, and you would just go to Make a Copy, and then you have a copy on your Google Drive. So when you train this, you train a trigger word. Like I trained it to Jonathan. You could train it to whatever you want. Where this tab? And then whenever the prompt in Replicate sees that, it uses the model that I use on another platform, which there's instructions. I put that in the checklist. Again, that's why I don't want to keep on repeating that stuff. So I just go there. There's a good tutorial by Matt Wolf that I send you to. But when it sees that, it will generate an image based off my face, right? Now, you'd want to change that name. And now you could use the same exact build, but you could always say, drop this into ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm not, a mid, 30-year-old, I don't need 30s-year-old, late 30s. I'm not a guy in my 30s. I'm, a 50-year-old woman, whatever. And maybe it's a different skin color. I don't know. And you could just write whatever the difference is and just have it update the prompt and just say, hey, this prompt's good. Could you just update it for these things? And instead of using the name Jonathan, use this other trigger word, whatever your trigger word is. And then you would just be able to paste that in, and then you'd be able to come back over to Replicate. My settings that I do is I do 1x1 for these. And then I always just bump this is usually 0.8 is the prompt strength. And then you could choose how many outputs, 1 to 4. And then I use leave the rest right here. The number of steps, the more steps, typically the more complicated the video could be, or the image could be, but these look fine. I'll give you an idea. I generated 2 months worth of these posts, and it cost me $3. I'll give you an example. And then this one down here where it says the seed, that's just every time you generate something with AI, it gives you a seed. And a lot of these ones, they use a random seed unless you give it a seed to use. So this way I can have some consistency with my images. So they somewhat look like they all aren't just randomly generated AI images. So just find the seed that you like, or you can be random. I don't care, but find the seed that you like and just paste that in, and you can copy it. I leave the LoRa scale the same. This is the default WebP, and I just switch it to ping. And if you wanted to do this for video, you would just switch this to 9x16. And then once the output comes, you would need to come over to a platform like Runway Gen 3 and convert that live action video or that image into a video. It will look pretty nice. It will add some motion to it. There's other ways to do it too, but that's just the easiest way. There's even some things you could do here directly and Replicate. So, okay, now I guess I'm going to show you this whole thing since I opened up the can. I opened up the can. So, and if you're getting value from this, it would mean the world to me if you just smash that like button. If you like these videos, if you would like me to show you what I'm doing, how I'm making money with AI, with video, with photos, whatever I'm doing. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm just going to show you everything I'm doing. The way that I make money is by doing, if you come here, go to the checklist, it would mean like if you happen to get value from this, the way I make money is you just going through this and using these links. That's it. Not all of them are affiliate links, some of them are, but that's how I would make money. That I appreciate that. If that's what you choose to do, it's up to you. No stress if you don't. So otherwise, just follow me and get some free value. I already had this image right here, but I don't want it to be the same. So now I'm going to start from scratch, actually. So I'm going to go back. And I actually put this prompt, by the way, the one to actually create that right here. If you go to AI image prompts, right here, I have reverse image prompt. You want to just grab this, obviously change the name to whatever you want, Jonathan. And that's it. You just have to change the name. Mine's Jonathan. You change it to whatever your trigger word is. Might actually add one more prompt in there just to show you what I'm doing. But now I come back up here. See, there's somebody else that I'm modeling a lot of these images off of, but I don't feel bad. It's okay if your images look somewhat similar. It's the same thing with your short form videos. These images and your short form videos can look similar to each other because the way that most people make income with this stuff is just by posting the same thing ish over and over again. Because I'll put it this way. You might have just met me, right? We might have just run into each other on the YouTube feed or on X or something, right? You've never heard from me before. You don't know who I am. Well, I've been making content for years. I come from a film and television background. And I make TV shows and movies and stuff like that, like in the Los Angeles area. So why would you think that it would be a problem for you to make some content that's very similar? People think they need to reinvent the wheel every single time they do something. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just roll the wheel and it just keeps on rolling. It's the same wheel. Just keep on making that wheel roll over and over again. I could tell that you understand what I'm saying. So here we go. I'm just going to see how many things I could actually get from this. Okay. Is that the last one that I did? Where is it? That must have been the last one. So go find somebody that has images that are already working for you, like for them, that are getting it. Like these are, you could change what's on this. This would actually even work even if you were in a different niche. You take this image right here. This is Chase. He generated this AI as well. And I took that and I reverse engineered it. So now, so now I'm just going to grab this part. This is actually I'm going to add this in. I'm going to give you guys this one because I want to make sure you have this prompt. Boom. I'm going to call it a remix prompt. And I use that one just so I could make it easier on myself. So once you use, if you're just starting this off, use the other one. But this one, see, it says, give me a variation of this prompt. I want the same basic structure, but please make the clothes Jonathan's wearing different. But let's just start from the beginning just so you can see. I'm going to grab that prompt from the checklist, this first one right here. And now paste it down here. But what I would say is just make sure that you let people know, like in this prompt, it's not a bad idea to add if you are continuing a conversation. So since this is not the first one that I'm starting from scratch, I could just say, something like, keep in mind all the notes that we've made previously in this chat. And also I created a project, which is very helpful with ChatGPT now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab another image. I saved a whole bunch of images of like Chase's because I'm just modeling off of a bunch of his, but now I just drop this here and I'm going to click right here. And it's going to grab his image and it's going to give me a reverse prompt or a prompt. All right. And one thing with replicate that I've learned is like always start it with the name. Like I start it with my name first because that's the trigger word. What it's made the first word should always be the trigger word for what you want your model to be. So I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to paste this in real quick. I always just double check that the text looks good. Comment yes to see how. And I'm showing you how, right? You don't need to think that, yeah, I'm showing you live. Now, you can make it one by one is what I'm doing. Is there's image posts. Again, if you want it to be for video, like we were talking about video, you would just switch it to 9:16. And then you don't need to use HeyGen. You could just add some motion in like Descript or CapCut and you're done. Like that's enough. But if you want it to be a little bit more dynamic, and again, I moved the prompt strength to 1 from 0.8. One thing you could do, it's by default, it's going to give you 1 generation, but I'm just going to leave it at 4 because you can see some of them don't come out perfect. Some of them have bad text, blah, blah, blah. And I leave my seed. Your seed will be different. I mean, if you pasted that seed, you'd have a similar style as that, as far as like, it would look like it's the same seed generation. It's never exactly the same, but you get my point. You have different models. And then I just leave the LoRa at 0.8. And then I switch this to ping. It's up to you, but you can leave it on default WebP, but I just do that. So now let's just see what it gives us. Boom. Now this is going to take a moment. Because I'm doing this on Replicate, what it does is you're renting CPU space on a server. If you have a really powerful computer, there's ways to do this just locally on your computer completely free. I mean, you're paying for electricity. But now it's going to generate all 4. And ta-da. And by the way, if you're looking for where the seed is, it's right here. This log will show up and you can go back to this image and it's always just right here. You can grab that seed and paste it into whatever you're generating next. Super easy. The hardest part is just setting it up. And again, in my checklist, there is an easy way for you to go and grab that. Instructions. Matt Wolf did a great tutorial. If you have questions, again, I have a community, school.com/wealth on autopilot. It's free. I don't charge for it. You just come and hang out and ask questions. I only ask that you do not post any links or do any of your own promotion. That's my space. Cool. All right. So now I took this image and I'm an AI clone making $1,000 a day. Comment. That's great. I say yes. I'm an AI clone making $1,000. Comment. That's good. I'm good. I'm an AI clone making $1,000 X day. That problem. I'm an AI clone making $1,000 a day. Comment yes to see how. Now, all what I do, just scroll down to the bottom. I hit download. And now I have 4 images. And I have basically a document that a folder in my Dropbox that I'm able to then upload that Dropbox link. And I'll cover this, and that's a whole other live in itself. But I take the Dropbox link and I put it into a CSV file. If you don't know a CSV file, it's kind of like Excel for Windows or Numbers for Mac or Sheets for Google. It's the same thing. And then I can go to scheduling tool. I use Radar and come here. And then it's simply as easy as putting that link into that spreadsheet with whatever text you want it posted with and the date and what type of content it is. I'll show you more in detail on there. But if you do that, then you can just upload the file and it will just schedule. Say you have, you planned it out on a spreadsheet and then you just upload the file and then it uploads it to 100 different video posts, like a couple hundred places, right? Maybe you have a couple hundred days worth. I'm working to get 180 days because I want half my year scheduled right now. But I could just drop that file in there and it would schedule out half the year and just literally by uploading the file. You just work from a worksheet. It helps. And you do still get leads by posting it from this. And that's another thing. You need to wake up these things because I post a lot of these on Facebook in Facebook pages. And because that's where Facebook Reels come from. Facebook Reels are from Facebook pages. And when you have Facebook Reels that are going and all those, like when you schedule them out all that way, after 3 months, the Facebook pages start to wake up a little bit more. I've noticed that as you're consistent with it, the algorithm likes consistency and starts to push your stuff more after 3 months. So again, we're building a business here, not just building something that's going to be dead in a week. We're building an asset that's going to get us leads for years. We're doing it with AI and we're automating it so I can go and relax at the beach. And or maybe all I want to do is hang out for an hour with you on a live stream. And that's my day's worth of work versus me having to go to work for 12 hours a day and do stuff like that. I'm sure that you could understand why a lot of people would prefer that, myself included. Or maybe you want to do this as your income stream and you want to start up another YouTube channel that's purely for something you're passionate about. Now you don't need to worry if it makes any money because this is making you your money and it's done so automated and done with AI that you're bringing it and it's done ethically. That's another thing I really like about it. You're not hard selling anybody anything. You're actually just helping people, just helping them win. And you could always charge things if you want. I mean, in the end, you're building an email list. You don't have to monetize the same way that I do. You could charge for services or do whatever you want, whatever you want. Okay. Sorry, the ADHD is kicking in and I'm getting distracted. Okay. So again, all this is in the checklist, these prompts, but here's the thing. Why would I just do that once? Even if it generated 4, I just took one of Chase's images. Should I just go and grab another one? I got 4 images out of that one post of Chase's. The idea is that I could take those images and I would probably post those. They look somewhat similar, so I'd probably post them not back to back. But what I would do is I would go back. There's the link. Now, if you look right here, I've been telling it to do things like remixing it. I told it to, where's the first one? I want to go back up to it. I've been doing it for a while, but I just told it if they could do a remix and I gave it some notes on what I like in the remixes. I'm going to show you this because it's kind of relevant to something that if you haven't used it yet in ChatGPT, there's this thing called projects. Create a project, start doing this once. And once you've done it for a while, I'll show how long I've been doing this for. It's a long chat. Sometimes these chats get tired and they get really, really long. But here we go. That's a custom instruction that I created for the project. And after I'd been working on this for a while and I had quite a few successful prompts and I fine-tuned exactly the output that I liked, I said, before we move on, can you generate a custom instruction that I can put into my ChatGPT project to help me generate more, it's supposed to be images like this. After I continue generating prompts, after I will continue generating prompts, you can use up to 8,000 characters. So that's the custom instruction could be up to 8,000 characters. And it gave me this, and then I added it in. So now as I took this project, put it into here, it says 1x1 lead gen images. And now I'm able to do this. So there we go. So now I have that. And now all I do is I say, you might need to reword this a little bit at the beginning, like remix this prompt. So I do that, and it's going to write me somewhat of a different prompt. It's not going to be everything different. The copy is going to be slightly different, and I have it change the background a little bit. I have it slightly change what I'm wearing, but the idea is usually pretty much the same. The sign might look different, all that fun stuff. Now, look what I did. Scroll down here. It's just finishing. Even says what the updates are: clothing, sign color, background, text, rephrased, and then lighting. Now I can just grab this, boom, boom. And I'm going to go back over to replicate. And here, I don't even need to do anything except for click, click. And I always just I use AI to make $1,000 daily. Comment yes to learn how. Cool. I'm going to click yes or run. And again, I have it set to generate up to 4. So now, if you think about it, if all 4 of these come through, I was lucky. I've been finding that I get like 1 to 3 max out of the 4 when I do them, and usually one's just a bust. And I grab the ones that work. But now, if this comes through, if all 4 of these work, then I might have like 8 days worth of posts just from what I'm showing you here. It's 8 days. And then the idea is I just come like while that's generating, I could even just grab this and just say remix again and copy, paste, generate. Maybe I create a bad batch of prompts or images. I just remix it again and try again. Yeah, it might cost me a couple cents, but I generated a week's worth of posts for a couple cents. Or you could do it on your computer. It's more difficult, but I do it with Replicate just because I know how to load this all on my computer. I just choose to do it with Replicate because it's faster and it doesn't take all my CPU space. But here, while I'm thinking about it, let me just check, make sure that these turned out okay. And then I'm going to actually do what I said that I was going to do. Yeah, so I know that this one looked good. So what I do, again, you're going to want to rephrase it a little bit, but I want to share with all of you. I want you to not have to do as much work as I'm doing. So I'm just pasting a bunch of these in here. And you just need to tweak them so they work for, your trigger word or whatever you're using. It's completely up to you. I'm just making it all nice and organized for you. And then it's going to be great because now I have a resource. This is also a selfish thing for me because I have like all of this stuff that I can now reference for myself. Yeah, enjoy. It's been helpful for me to have this. So go grab it. I made it for you. It's for free. Cool. So here we are. It generated. See, that's what I mean. I use a key. Now you could leave the mistakes in and somebody's going to go, hey, your AI generated image had a mistake and they triggered the algorithm. And then a bunch of people get to comment and then your video goes pops or your post goes pop. Smart. Yeah. But you don't have to do that if you're worried about, I use AI to make $1,000 daily. Boom, boom. So now that's 5. I use AI to make $1,000 daily. Comment yes to learn how. That's right. There's 6. I use AI to make $1,000 daily. Comment us to learn how. There you go. Look, now I got 2 generations and I was able to create a week's worth of posts. You watched me do it live. I can't have made this up because you watched me do it. So I can continue doing that same thing. Like my next step would have been, let me actually give you this prompt too, because it worked out. If a prompt doesn't work out or doesn't look great, I'm just not going to put it in that list. If I get a good result, I'm going to just drop it in here and it's your responsibility to remix it or tweak it however you choose. Boom. Oop. All right. I got to get to the video part because it's the same exact actual process. There we go. So now you have all these and now I have the 7. Now I again put them into Google or Dropbox and then I allow people just to save them that way or Dropbox to share them to that CSV file. And then I put them into Radar and then they get posted. And then those posts have a text that sends them to my landing page. So now you could also do this same exact process. And again, before I go on, just remember, you're like, oh, I got a landing page. Well, come here to, you can clone the automation, you can clone this exact landing page, change the text if you want to, whatever you feel like, and just click here. And again, if you do happen to do that, it does help me do these lives and help you do this without having to charge for it. But here's a Facebook page. I do have a live that I did on showing how to create a Facebook page, and I'm actually cutting it down. So it's just a smaller, like shorter video that's going to be helpful. And I'll just swap that out right here, showing you how to create them so you could have a whole bunch. And I actually use AI to pretty much create almost everything for the Facebook page. I could probably have one done in 5 minutes if I really was just like focused and just pump them out. But I would not actually do a whole bunch at once because Facebook might go like, oh, you just created 25 Facebook pages. But make one every couple days, The idea is if you create a new one, you can go and take that CSV file that you created and you don't need to go and upload everything one at a time. You just keep that CSV file updated and you just update the date that things posted to your new Facebook page. You go over to Radar and you just drop in that CSV file and it posts all of these posts from the beginning. So maybe you started one group 6 months ago and you start a new one. Now you have the leads, the posts, because Facebook is okay with posting the same thing to multiple Facebook pages. So you could actually just have that flow because of tools like Radar that will post it to all these different places at once. So it's how you're going to be able to make passive income and money with AI because it's all about getting leads. They're there for you. Or hey, and if you don't want to do that, you can go to Meta Business Suite and you could post all of these things manually. It takes an insane amount of time. But if you don't have the budget for a tool like this, I completely understand. I feel for you. Hold on. I'm going to take this. Let's just try this. Just bear with me again. Okay. I'm going to go and I'm going to start a fresh ChatGPT session without any custom prompts. And I'm just going to paste in that prompt. But I'm going to add in. Say one by one. Granted, you probably wouldn't have needed the name, but let's click it and see what it gives us. This is chat. If you have ChatGPT Plus, I can't speak. There's a bunch of other free generators out there. You don't want to be in the image. You could potentially do this pretty much free. Just put in time. So I just did this, pasted it in. It's not my face in it, but look, it gave me an image. Somebody holding a sign. I think that would work. I mean, I'd regenerate it because the text. I find that Dolly's not that great with text yet. I'm just removing excuses. If you can't do it with replicate, I can't afford the $10 it's going to take to do it. Cool. I understand. I gave you a solution. Okay, no more excuses. Going back to this. I don't accept excuses. Like if there's some sort of actual issue that comes up and I'm like, hey, I can't make this day because somebody did, that's great. But otherwise, just go do it. Like I have to hold myself to those same standards. So why shouldn't you be held to those same standards? Just go and do it. I'm no different than you. I have no more capabilities of doing this. I had to learn how to talk to people on camera. You don't even have to be on camera. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I just enjoy doing this because I want to help you. I want to help you do this. And in all honesty, if you want to double down, going live is a great way to actually create more content because I have AI do a whole bunch of fun stuff with this live once it's done to bring in more leads. Cool. So yeah, getting the leads and then images or the reels to things like Facebook pages. Also, you could 100% post all this stuff to YouTube. But one thing that I'd say is just post it once to YouTube. YouTube flags like duplicate content like crazy. So don't just re-upload the same video over and over again, or you're going to be flagged for it and you're going to be suppressed or banned or something like that. And I don't want that to happen to you. I'm not telling you to do that. But you could also do TikTok as well. They also have those same rules. Don't post to TikTok more than once because they see repeat content as spammy, which I guess, I mean, this is just Facebook was happy with anything that you can put an ad in front of. So, okay, moving on. Now you can create the reels that operate the same exact way. This is the tool that I use, just so you know, that I've been editing with. And pretty much every single thing from these shorts is edited in this tool and almost completely, it's all done, everything except for the script, which I'm doing that in ChatGPT, but I have a custom project that I created, but that's all done directly in this tool called Descript. There's a link in the description of this on YouTube as well as in the ticker right below. It's easyaiedits.com. It's also on the checklist. You could use whatever editing tool you want. This is just the editing tool of my choice. Use whatever you want. Just so you know, it does cost $35 a month, but I feel like I'm getting so much value from that. If you don't have that in your budget, I respect that. My favorite free option would probably be CapCut because they have a lot of good stuff just with the free one, but there's definitely a lot of stuff, benefits to using Descript. Just if you don't, no hard feelings. I appreciate you for being here. But I edit everything in that. And again, you could use a free one. That's Sora. But let me just come here. So what I do, see, I have YouTube Shorts and Reels, and I even generate my thumbnail prompts. Seeing the back office. AI image generator. Is that the right one? No, that's not the right one. Well, this is actually something. I have this up. I'll just show you real quick. This was the thing that I used to generate Facebook pages, all the text and the copy for it. So you could use that same one, or you could just build your own. I just created a project and built out. I show you exactly how to do it. So why am I forgetting which one? There you go. It says it very clearly. Short list videos. So as you can see, I make them like listicles. You can say like these 3 things or these 3 AI tools, or I'll show you the video in just a second. But I create the script, and once you have a template that's kind of working, I like to make them loop as possible. Like say, like go and also go find a video. Go find a video of that's trending somewhere else that's in your niche, and go and record the audio. Just like, and how do I record the audio? You're probably either watching this on a cell phone or a computer. They have microphones, and pretty much everything can just hit a button, and you could say like it will write down whatever it hears. So like your phone, you have an iPhone. I know some people have Androids and stuff like that. It probably works the same. I'm an iPhone user, but if you have that iPhone, you just hit that little microphone button in the corner, bring up the Notes app, and then play the video. Hit the little Notes app, and it's going to transcribe the entire video for you. Then you just swap out their links with yours, their landing page or whatever with yours, and their affiliate redirect links with yours. Have ChatGPT fix the script up a little bit or rewrite it so it's slightly different, spin it, and then you just post that video again. Or like I use Descript to just create the voiceover, and then either AI generated images and stock footage, and then it just throws the closed caption on and then some music in the background. Boom, that video's done that quickly. And that's how you can generate these. And then say like the next time, see if you could see what I wrote here is like right now onto the next script. Here's the first link. Here's the second link. Here's the third link. And then I give it a couple notes, generates me the next script. And then I could take that script, bring it into Descript, and then paste it in. It will generate me my voiceover. I can just make sure that it's good, finalize it, drop in the stock footage or the AI video or AI images, whatever I want, drop my background music, add some closed captions, proof watch it, it's done, and so on, rinse, repeat, swap out links, and so on and so forth. You could also use things that are automated even further. You could do it completely automatically, and things like Pictory is a great option to just bust them out really quickly. But if it's completely done with AI, you're going to have a little lower quality. I believe that we're going to eventually get there. We're eventually going to get to that point where it's going to be as good done by AI, but I don't think we're quite there yet. But I believe we will be. Like, that's my thought. Okay. So now, let me bring this up. I'm just going to show you a little bit of these. I'm going to play 1 or 2 of these. So I'll just play this one real quick, and I'm going to be quiet so you can just watch it. It is only 30 seconds long, but you could see how this video has first, it tells somebody to go to my link. And then I'll show you actually 2 different types. One tells people to go to my link, and then the other one that goes to my landing page, and the other ones are affiliate offers, the third link. And the reason why I say that that's a good option to not even mention the third link is because somebody's going to go like, hey, you didn't even mention that third link.
These are the top 3 shocking websites that will change your world. Number 1, AIProfitChecklist.com, a secret AI checklist with over 400 money-making tools you can promote and profit from. It's like stumbling into a digital gold mine. Number 2, MoreViewsFast.com. This hidden gem reveals viral YouTube video ideas, no guesswork, no wasted time, just instant hits. And finally, the biggest surprise, they literally are a tool giving away $25,000 for Christmas. Want the link? Just comment free right now.
So you see, I didn't even mention that tool is Spotter, by the way. Remember we were talking about that at the beginning? I mentioned that Spotter AI or Spotter Studio, they're giving away $25,000 a month when you get their free trial. Again, that was that link that I just had up on the screen. That's why I had it up there. I want everybody to know that it's a good tool too. I've been using it and I like it. You're able to do all these things. Every time that you create this, like here's today's. I created today's live stream that entered me into a giveaway. And who knows, maybe I'll win some of that money. If I don't, hey, you know, I use this tool and it's made me more money than it would have cost me if I didn't have it. So I do vouch for this one. But that's the point. That video, it gets me either opt in to my landing page, or it gets somebody to go and click on an affiliate link, which this is like my affiliate link that it would send it to. Oh, what they would be, and I send all those links through Cloudflare. So when somebody types it in manually, it's not gonna flag it as some sort of weird redirect. Gotta be smarter than Google. Be smarter than. Oh wait, this is a Google platform. I'm streaming on YouTube. I can't be smarter than Google. Sorry, Google. Don't don't shadow ban me, Google. You're smarter than me. You're smarter than me, Google. Don't do it. Don't shadow ban. And then I can either sell to them on my email list. I could nurture them. I could bring them over to my community, which I host mine over on School. I could, have a line of communication. Now I don't have to wait for them to watch a reel or watch a YouTube video or watch something on Facebook. I could send them an email and say, hey, you know what? I have this deal going on this week. I'll use Spotter as an example. It's like, I have this deal going on this week. And you could see that in the email. And you may not have figured that out until you actually went to that link. But if you were on my email list or whoever is on your email list, then you could say, hey, this is time sensitive. Please pay attention. And it's going to help them, because this thing is, personally, I only market with integrity. I'm not going to ever sell something that I don't believe in. And that's part of the reason why I like recurring affiliate products, because when you have recurring affiliate, it means that, so for instance, something like Go High Level, which is my email automation tool that I'm using. It's actually about $197 a month. So it's like about $100 a month, right? If you sign up through my link, it's in my best interest to make sure that you're successful, because I get 40% of that 97 every single. And if you go to a bigger plan, I get 40% of that. And that's how I could afford to not work, constantly be selling, because last month's sales also become this month's sales. Some people will cancel, but the thing is, like, those aren't action takers. If you're an action taker and you're somebody that wants to succeed, then you are going to keep that tool, and it's in my best interest for you to be successful with it. Whatever tool I'm like, even Descript, that is recurring for 24 months. I want you to be successful with it, because that means that I get paid from that for 24 months. Much less than High Level, but it's something. But that's the point. It's like, recurring means that I can get paid over and over and over again and not have to constantly be selling my list. But then you grow the list, and then when it's time to sell, you're to sell. You can give value until it's time to sell. Value, value, value. Then you sell. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. But let me play another one of these videos, actually, just so you could see a different take on it. So this is a different one. So just listen to the way that it actually is a little bit different. That one, it was kind of ended and then loops, but this one, I designed these ones so they actually loop completely circular. And you could even use things like GIFs and stuff if you want directly built into Descript. They have like a GIF library. And here, I'll just play this one so you see.
These 3 AI tools could help you stack up to $500 a day with almost no effort. Here's how. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com, a free step-by-step guide to start earning passive income with AI, even if you're a total beginner. Next, EasyAIClone.com. Imagine cloning yourself into AI-generated videos that run 24/7. It's like having you working without lifting a finger. And third, EasyAIEdits.com, the tool that turns your long videos into viral clips in seconds so you can grow your reach and income on autopilot. Want more tools that can grow your AI income? Drop AI in the comments, and I'll share my best picks.
And the sentence just flows directly right back into the beginning. So people sometimes can't even tell that it ended. And with platforms, they want a more than 100% retention rate. So, they watched it 120, 130, 200%. That's when stuff starts to go viral. Always a pleasure. But let me play another one that's a little bit different. Let me see. I got a couple in here. I'm super OCD, and what I would do is I would listen to the words. I'm like, type that into stock footage. Drag it in. Boom, make sure that it fits. Great. Move on. Next thing, type it. There's a keyword. I like that one. Drop it in. And then you could use stock footage or GIFs, whatever works for you. Let's play.
These 3 AI tools can turn your videos into cash machines on autopilot. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com. It's your free guide to start earning passive income with AI, even if you've never done this before. Next up, EasyAIPoster.com. Imagine an AI tool that posts your content to multiple platforms at once, saving hours of time while growing your audience automatically. And third, EasyAIEdits.com. Turn long videos into viral clips in seconds, so you can grow your reach and income without the extra effort. These tools make AI video creation ridiculously easy, and that's how.
And then it loops back to the beginning. So I think you're seeing a pattern. Let me play a few. I only play a few more. I want you to get the idea of how easy these are to make. They're not hard. Like, we generated images. I created the prompt. I'm giving you the prompts. Just go to, by the way, if you want to sign up to your email list, power to you. You don't have to. Go to my school. I drop that list there all the time. School.com. Well, zoom. School.com/wealth on autopilot. Go there. I post the list all the time, as well as many other resources. So, here we go. Or you can go to this landing page and just see what I'm emailing out. That might not be a bad idea to see what I'm emailing. Cool. All right. Let me play a few more real quick. This was another one. Here, let me play these two. These were pretty good.
These 3 AI tools can grow your income on autopilot even while you sleep. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com. Your free step-by-step guide to start making money with AI. It's perfect for beginners ready to level up. Next, EasyAIEdits.com. The ultimate tool for creating and repurposing your content with AI. Turn hours of work into minutes and save time while growing your reach. And third, GetSocialConnector.com. This lets you reward your audience and gamify engagement, helping you grow a loyal community while boosting your income. Want more AI tips? Comment AI below, and I'll share more tools with you.
So whatever your product is, now I'm talking about AI. I used this last time. I said, like, maybe you're a dog trainer. Come up with whatever the products that you want to talk about. You'd have your own landing page for dog training, and you'd have different recurring affiliate products related to dogs, like subscriptions to dog chow, all that stuff. People love their dogs. They want to have subscriptions. They want to get the good food, Again, whatever your niche is. I'm not going to do all the work for you to figure out your niche and all that stuff. I'm just showing you how to. AI is going to do it for you. Your AI will figure it out. It's going to work out. You'll be able to make money in any niche, but just AI is a pop-in one. And I like to look at it like you could have the thing that makes you money, and then you could have your passion. But now with things like AI, we're able to take what we used to have, where we used to be having to spend all our time making money or working to make money. And now we could spend our time really automating the income, so we could spend time doing the things that we like. Like, I'm an artist at heart. I love creating things. Like, I'm videographer, things like that. I enjoy going and doing this thing. Like, the look of this camera right now is driving me crazy because I'm in an attic using my cell phone mounted to a little claw that I put up here. But I think at a certain point, you're going to be able to do what you want because AI is going to generate the income for you. And it's about knowing how to use the AI tools the right way in order to generate that income. So that's going to be the future of, like, most income, is knowing how to use these AI tools. And if you don't use the AI tools, you're going to be just exactly where you are right now, unless you're somewhere. I don't know where you are right now. I assume by your phone or your computer. But you could either take this opportunity, because it's not going to last forever. There's going to be a point where, just like in every generation, like, have you ever heard of, like, the .com bubble that popped? But leading up to that, there was so much opportunity, and it was like free money type thing. And all those opportunities, they don't always come up all the time, but when they do, we need to know how to take advantage of them, and it could change your life and make it something better. So I'm not giving you any kind of advice on that. I'm just telling you that consider the possibilities and don't just shun it. I hear so many people like, AI is going to threat, blah, blah, blah. No, it's just going to be something that changes the way we do things, takes away jobs. It's just going to be, let's actually remove the jobs we don't want to do that we can automate with AI, so we could actually do the things that we want to do in life. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I try to keep these to about an hour. Jump into my school community, because that is the best way to actually have any kind of one-on-one conversation with me. I try to go live almost every day, if not every other day, and I'm always dropping additional content here. But just my challenge for you is just go take action of some way. If it means that you just do a post or something like that, I don't care. Just go and take action. If you want to find ways to automate this and make it go like faster, streamline, I'd say just jump into my community, go grab my checklist. Again, you can go to AIprofitchecklist.com and grab it completely for free. I also drop it in my school. All right. Have a good day, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.